records do we have? What is record, do you know?
I mean, data stored in a column or row.
Data stored in a row.
Row.
Like in a table, whatever many row you see is the number of record that we have.
So
now how many record we have in students info table?
24.
No. How many rows? How many rows?
Sorry, 4 rows.
4 rows, are you sure?
1, 2,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 record in the students info table.
Right.
Now the name of the fields are student ID, stud name, stud DOB, stud GPA, right? And if you can look at the instruction in the above table, stud DOB will have a data type date. Remember, you declare varchar 2 and then you declare number, right? It will be date. And then stud ID and stud GPA will have data type number. Okay, and then we have another table, teachers info, right? Teachers info, let me name it properly. Teachers info table, we have again 6 record. We have 6 record, and can you see that we have teacher ID, teacher subject and stud ID. So what does this stud ID means? Like we have stud ID in the other table. Now we have stud ID in the teachers table. So what does this mean? Can anyone tell me, like, what does this relate to, or what is the purpose of bringing this stud ID in the teachers info? Can anyone tell me?
Because it's a primary key.
We didn't declare any primary key.
For joining tables.
So
okay, for joining table, like these students are related to, like I'm saying that teacher ID 2000. I'm saying student ID 1002 is related to that teacher. That teacher, right? We have 3 column here: teacher ID, teacher subject and stud ID. And teacher ID and stud ID will be a data type number. Okay, will be a data type number. So I have these 2 table. Now from this 2 table I have 10 queries for you. Number 1, find student details. Okay, you can read the query. I can give you 25 minutes for this.
To complete everything?
To complete everything.
All the sensor in the column? And
Yeah. So can you start writing now? Let's say we have up to 9 o'clock. Within 9 o'clock, can you do it? And after that, if you cannot do it, I'll be going through the answers in the class. Now, can you start it?
Okay.
Now, do you have any question before you start it on this 2 table? Like, what is the data type or any kind of?
Like
do you have any
date question I have, because we haven't used any date.
Date. So instead of using, like, when you declare, let's say
varchar or number, you put the date.
You put date. That's it.
And those 2 things.
Yeah. No, you don't need to do any parentheses, anything. Just date.
Not just date.
Hold on, let me show you for date. So when you are declaring stud DOB, right?
Right.
Stud underscore DOB, then you declare it as date.
Right.
That's it. And then can you see we have number with decimal point?
Yeah.
We have number with decimal point. Now when you are declaring, let's say stud GPA, right? Stud GPA, it will be number, and how many altogether, we including the how many number we have? We have 3 numbers. Right, 1 before decimal point, 2 after decimal point. So altogether we have 3, and after the decimal point, how many we have? 2. So you declare it in that way. You got it?
So if it is 4, then we'll have 4.
Yeah, it will be like, if you say there are 4 numbers, you'll be typing 4, and whatever many numbers after decimal point, you mention it. Got it? So, sure. So can you see in the stud GPA?
Yes.
How many numbers we have?
We have 3 before decimal 1 and after decimal
2. So altogether how many we have?
3.
3. Now can you see when I am declaring that field number and then I am putting this 3 and then I am putting a comma and then after the decimal point how many we have? 2. I am mentioning 2.
Parts 2 then parts 2. Okay.
Yeah, first I am mentioning altogether however many I have and then I am declaring however many I have after the decimal point.
Thank you.
Sure. So now can you start, and if you have any
For char, we have a
for bar chart you guess it.
what a 2 and for char only for char. Yeah. You know,
There is, we are not declaring any chart here. Okay, we have bar chart. Okay, bar chart 2. Now I'll remove this line from here so that you can see the question. Now is it possible you can start, because we have this 25 minutes. Within this 25 minutes
for
you'll have
char
to
only just this alphabetical.
yeah, for bar chart alphabetical you can put number as well in
For chart?
yeah, for chart, but I specifically
So
mentioned
what the difference between bar chart 2 and char?
actually for if you declare only chart
Yes.
then it is only character,
Character.
right? If you say variable character bar chart then you can mix and match.
Alphanumeric.
Yeah, alphanumeric. Okay, so we have declared, we have defined everything in this 2 table. Now you start it. Okay, yes and all. Yes, could you also now?
You will create the table.
Yeah, I'll have to create the
Or
table.
you can join us with us, so you have already created.
You okay? Let me make you presenter. Let me make.
Okay.
MD Hassan Ali.
Okay, let me make you presenter, and from there we can.
Record now.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm recording.
well, give me 1 second.
Okay.
I'll put on the because I already exit from here.
Use some of the 9 if you want to do.
Yeah.
So now like the way we are learning, right? So
Mhm.
what do you think about what's your opinion as a teacher that we can reach our goal the way we are going, or
Um,
like avoid our performance level? Like
see.
he told us to complete 20 minutes, but we haven't done.
So see, you have taken a little bit longer time than I was expecting, but still most of you were able to solve this problem. So this is a good thing. This is a good thing. If you can do the same thing for all of the courses that you are learning here, then you should be good. You should be good. I want to see the similar, like most of you are able to solve it. I want to see the similar performance the upcoming courses that we are bringing. Got it? Okay, now
Give me 1 second.
okay, sure. Here, what we are going to do, we are going to do. Can you Hasan, can you also show us that document? I think I got control. Let me request control here. Click yes. Okay, now I have control. See, in this table, if you take a look, let me enable editing, and then we have the first table, and in this table we have 6 records, and in the second table, if you go to the second table, we have 6 records. In the first table we have 6 students, right? And in the second table we have how many students, how many teachers? 6 teachers, right? Now can you see that student ID 1000 is related to a teacher?
Yes.
Which teacher?
2003.
2002 math teacher.
2003. 2003 physics teacher, right? So student ID 1001 is related to another teacher. Which one?
2001.
Chemistry. Student ID 1002 is related to a teacher. Which one? Math.
Language 2.
Two teacher, right? He is related to student 1002 is related to this language teacher, and also he is related to the math teacher, right? And then we have student 1003, he is related to which teacher? History teacher, right? And then we have student 1004, he is related to what? Not related to any teacher. Now we have 1005, which one he is related to? No. Okay. And then in the teacher's info, can you see that in the teacher's info we have teacher 2000, he has a student, that student is present in the student table, right? Teacher 2001, he has a student, that student is present in students info table. And then he has another student 2002, he is present in students info table. And then teacher 2003, he has a student 1000, right? He is present in students info table. Then 2004 has a student 1003, is he present in the student table?
Yes.
2005 has a student 1006, he is not present in the student table, right? Okay. Now when you Oracle join, what does join do? So if you let's say when you are joining, okay, equal to, then what it is doing, let's say if you go to your Oracle, let's say if you select star from, actually not star from, let's say select let's do star from. So what is your table name? Student
Underscore info.
student, is there any S?
Yes.
No.
Okay, he doesn't have an S. Student info, comma, teacher, is there any S?
No.
Teacher underscore info, where if you put student info dot, what is the common field between these two tables? Student ID. When you want to join two tables, you will have to first create a relation, you will have to create a bridge. So how do you create a bridge? You find out what is the common field between these two tables, right? Now what is the common field? Stud ID, common in both tables. So you will have to create a bridge, and that bridge we will create by that stud ID, right? Now if you go there, student info dot stud ID, that means we are referring stud ID from student info table.
Right.
Then equal to teacher info dot stud ID, right? And then we will close it. How do you close Oracle statement? By putting a semicolon. Now if you press enter, can you see what we are seeing here? Let me try to make it a little bit bigger. Can you see all the information? Yeah, we can see all the information. Now can you see that what we got? If you put it aside, now How many record we got from this execution?
5.
We got five record, right? Stud ID up to 1002, 1001, 1002, 1000 and 1003. That means from 1000 to 1003. From 1000 to 1003 we got it. But one of the student is common 1002. Can you see that we didn't really get anything for student what? Student 1005
And student 4.
student 1004. Can you see?
Yeah.
Student 1004 in this stud ID we didn't get any information for student 1004 and student 1005. Why? Because
Those
those
are not,
are not present in the teacher table. So when we are putting a condition here where student info dot stud ID equal to teachers info dot stud ID, then what it is doing?
It is getting all the records that we have matched.
That
between
match
the-
in both tables, right? That match in
both tables.
both tables. Okay. Now let me go up and let me come here. If I put not equal, I'm trying to see what do I get. So it says this operator is invalid, so I'm going to correct it. Now it is what it is doing. Actually it is bringing everything, so this is not the right way we will do it. Now forget that. Let's bring this first. Let me bring this statement and then let me bring the other one where let me put equal, right? So it is bringing whatever is common, we are getting it, right? Okay.
Can you show this again? Or is
Which one?
that's the command?
Which command?
Last one?
Last one. So see here the equal. Are you meaning like the equal command?
Yes.
Student dot info dot stud ID equal to teacher info dot stud ID. What we are saying here that if you get that student dot info dot stud ID, that stud ID in the teacher table, if both of the table match, then only bring all the data for the students and teacher. Common data between the two tables, right? Now let's come to the join. Now if we want to bring, let's say, data from common uncommon both data, what is the situation? That is where Oracle join come into picture. When you want to bring both common and uncommon data, that is where we will be using Oracle join. We will be using Oracle join. Now let me execute a statement here. So we are bringing this data. Now when we do join, you will be writing it in that way. From student info join, or let's first do it without this keyword. What is that? Teacher info, right? Teacher info, right? And then let's go to that where statement. Now if I put a plus here, if I put a plus here, right? Press enter. Can you see what is happening here now?
Oh, now it match and both with the what doesn't match, right?
Now take a look here. Take a look here. We can see some extra data.
Right.
From which table?
From the teacher info.
From the teacher table. Now focus on here. Previously what it did, it only brought whatever data is matching with both table. Let's say they are trying to bring the student ID. They first take a look if it is present in the teacher table. Then when it was bringing the data for 1001, then it first take a look if it is matching in teacher table. Then when it saw for 1004 it is not present in the teacher table, it didn't bring it, right? Now can you see that I have put the plus in the left side?
Yeah.
If you take a look here in the where statement, where student info dot stud id, I put a plus here. I put a plus here. So that means if you put plus in the left side, that is right join. That is right join. So it will bring all the common data from the left table, all the common data from the left table plus all the extra data from the right table.
Give me one.
So we are doing right join here. Right join means it will bring when you put the plus in the left side of the table. In the left side we have which table? Student table, right? Student info table. If you put the plus with it, it will bring all the common data, only the common data from the left table, and then from the right table it will bring all the common and uncommon data.
That means right table, that means another table like teacher info.
Teacher info.
Okay.
Now can you see when I put the plus in the left hand side, it brought all the data from the teacher table, common uncommon. Teacher table, can you see? We can see all of the teacher information.
Right.
But from the left table, can you see? We cannot see 1004 and 1005 because this is not common.
From left table only common.
Common. And from the right table, common uncommon both. So this is what? Right join. Clear?
Okay, that's clear. Right?
What about Arafat?
Yeah, I think it
No, if you have confusion, let me know.
Yeah, please repeat it.
I can repeat. What about Sanul and Kazibai over the phone?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, so are you guys understanding what I'm trying to explain here?
Yeah, I know this is joined like left or right, but the question is, the question here is find all the students who is not related to the teacher. So why am I getting the students who are related?
No, we are not answering, we are doing join now.
Oh, okay. I get the join.
You got the join, right? Now this, this is we are doing right join, and when we are doing right join, we are putting the plus in the left side, and what it is doing, it is bringing only the common data from left side plus, remember, left join, you are putting the plus in the left side, so it is bringing only the common data from the left side, and then it is adding some more data from the right side. That is why it is right join. Clear?
Yes, right. Yeah.
Arafat bhai, is it clear?
It was not clear that before.
Okay.
Is there another one? There's a left one too?
This is right join. Now we are going to do the left join. Okay. Now let me bring the same statement. Brother, is it now you understand? Okay. Very good. Now here select star from student info, teacher info.
We need to do this work with you or just need to listen to you?
Just listen.
At this point.
Yeah,
Guys,
this
you
point.
have to.
No.
Okay.
No. Now here you see that we have now instead of putting the plus sign,
Left hand side, we can put on the right hand side.
right hand side,
So
yeah.
it will be left join. Right.
Yeah. Now we are going to put it in the right side. Plus, right? Now, can you see what is the difference you are seeing between the previous view and this view?
Because we
Uh-huh.
see, like whatever the common from both tables we have seen, and
And extra data for
like whatever not match with the other table, so it comes from the left table.
Left table.
So it's right join, right?
This is left join.
Left join.
This is left join. So what we are doing here, we put the plus in the right side.
It's called left
So
join.
right side, and what it did, it is bringing common data from right table, only the common data.
From right.
Common data means for teacher
Teacher table.
who has students, right?
Yeah.
For teacher who has students,
Students, yeah.
And
right?
student who has teacher.
Student who has teacher. So he here you can see 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, but can you see 2005 is not here in the from the teachers table? 2005 is not here.
Right.
Why? Because this 2005 doesn't have a student who is present in students table, right? So it brought only relevant data from teacher table, and then from the plus it brought all the data common uncommon from the left table.
That's why it's left join.
That is why it is this is left
Left
join.
join, right.
This is left join.
Left joining means takes data from
Common uncommon data from left table
left table
and only
common from right table.
common from the right table.
So it's left join.
Left join.
And
Right?
join, can you repeat right join?
So right join.
Uh-huh.
So I can take from common uncommon from left join.
For right join, we are putting plus in the left side,
Left side, yeah.
and it is taking only common data from the left table
Left table.
and common uncommon all data from the right
Right
table.
table.
Clear?
Yeah.
It's clear, but it's really kind of confusing. Okay, so
Now can anyone tell me?
yes, so the thing is right join. When we put left hand side plus sign in the left hand side,
It means right
it
join.
is called right join.
Right join.
So and when we put
Hold
the
on, hold
plus,
on. When you put plus in the left hand side,
it is called right join.
right join. Now why it is right join? Because it is
Because
bringing
it-
extra data from the
From the
right table.
Right join, right.
And when you put plus in the right hand side, it is bringing extra data from the left table.
Left hand side, yeah.
Why it is left join? Because it is bringing extra data from the
From the
left
left.
table.
Left table.
That's correct.
Right?
So the left table in this case is what, the teacher and so?
The left table is the student info. Can you see in the equal sign which table you have in the left hand side?
Okay.
Right? You have students info in the left hand side. Right? Right?
Yes.
You understanding?
And no. Everything is okay, but it takes time.
Yeah, that's
Because,
fine.
Basic thing is like, okay, when we put plus sign in the left hand side, it is called right
Right
join
join.
Mhm.
because it's getting extra
Takes
data
data
from the
from
what
right
it
table.
is not match with the left
Data
left-
is extra from right
it
table,
will
right?
getting extra data from the right table. That's why it's called right join.
Right join.
So when we put plus sign in the right side, it's called left join because
Uh-huh.
it's getting extra
Takes
data
data
from the left table.
Left table, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is
This
left
is
and
this
right
is
side.
this is what?
That's all about.
Yeah, that's all about. Left and right join. Now we have full join. Then we have this full join you cannot do using this plus sign. We have
So
we have
what
we,
kind of join?
we will learn join using another way, using keyword. By keyword you can do full join. What about, like, I can see that we have brought data from left table, all the data, we have brought data from right table. What about if I want to bring all the common uncommon data from all table?
You have done algorithm. You can explain.
Yeah, we will have to bring data from all the table.
Right.
All the data, we do not want to miss any data. Then we will have to do full join. That full join is not possible using plus sign. We will
So
learn
only plus
Not
sign
able to join.
can be used for left and right.
right join.
But fuller join we cannot use
No,
left side.
we cannot use plus sign, right? But what we are going to do, we are going to take a short 10-minute break.
Yeah.
After this 10-minute break, we are going to have further discussion. If you want to, like, some of you didn't make payment yet. So if you want to make the payment, take this opportunity to make the payment. Okay. Now let's take a 10-minute break. Let's come back around 11:21.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll go forward from there. Sanul, And Kazi bhai, we will take a 10-minute break, and after that we will be resuming the session again.
Alright.
Okay.
Why my table is coming?
Our plan is to continue till 12:30 today. Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully you are okay with this.
Yeah.
Let me stop recording.
Inner join and outer join and full join. So 3 times.
We are doing join at this point using keyword. Now when you do join using keyword from student info, where are you?
I did coming up.
Hold on.
Just moving the cursor.
Okay, don't move the cursor. Okay. Now from students info join what is the other table name? Teacher info, and then where students info dot stud id equal to teachers yeah teacher info dot stud id, right? Teachers info dot stud id. Now if I execute it, what it is saying?
Missing keyword.
Hold on, what is the missing keyword? Where student info dot stud id equal to teacher info dot stud id. Now select star from students info join teacher info where student info dot stud id teacher info dot stud id. So it is saying that where a keyword is missing.
Where
No, before where a missing keyword. Let me see. Select star from students info join teachers info.
I think a student.
I think you want
Student.
student info this table, right?
No, student is table name. Number
Do not we have students info?
no,
Yeah.
student.
Student?
Student.
He has his
Oh, you have student, but I don't think it will solve this problem.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
because it says
There are some
keyword.
other issue,
other issue.
but let me solve this. Let me solve this table name. Let me see if it solves this issue. So let's say student info. Now can you see still we have missing keyword, right? Okay, let's see what is the missing keyword. So I'm pressing this and let me bring, instead of where, I'm going to use something else. I'm going to use on, right? So now it is saying
We have still
we have still something teachers info and then
student people
You
should
gave me a lot of information now.
yeah, hold on. This we should not be there on. Now
giving us
now it is giving us information, but what information it is giving us?
whatever math we have.
Whatever match. Now normally this is what inner join. This is what
Inner.
inner join. If you do not mention any type of join, if you mention only join,
That means inner join.
that is inner join. It will bring only common data from both tables. Common data, inner join. Understand?
Common data means inner join.
Common data means inner join. We didn't mention any specific. We just mentioned
Just put the keyword on and then just
Yeah.
table name.
and put, remember, see the difference, we have used a word join here instead of previously we mentioned from and then comma, table name comma, where, but here two difference, we have used the word join and we have removed where. Instead of where we put
One.
on, we put
On.
on. Now instead of here,
Join.
instead of join, if I use inner join, for you it is totally new, but you will be understanding. Just follow this, and then when we do again with you will be understanding this. Then here, if I mention inner join and then bring the same condition that we had previously, right,
Because same is one.
it will be giving same. So if you do not mention what type of join, it will do inner join by default, right? Okay. Then let's go there. Instead of inner join, I am going to mention now left join. I am going to mention left join. Instead of inner join or join, I am going to mention
Left join
left join.
in the same column.
Yeah, here I am going to mention left join, and I'll be going there. Condition is same. Now, what can you see from left join?
So it's getting extra data from the left.
Left table, left join, right? Left join means in the left hand side what table we have? Students info in the left hand side. Now can we see that we are getting all the common data from
Two tables.
the
Two tables.
mhm,
And
Then
extra data from the
Left.
table in the left hand side. Clear? Clear? Oh, sure. So what we are getting here, when you do left join, it's same thing. We are using on, we are making the bridge by putting the student info dot stud id equal to teacher info dot teacher id. This is the bridge, right? What we are doing, we are using a word left join. What it is doing, it is bringing all the common data from both tables, and then it is bringing extra data,
From left table.
uncommon data from the left table.
And we use on
Yeah.
keyword.
On keyword. Okay, then let's do the right join. Now instead of left join, we are doing right join. Right. Yeah, I'm recording. Now from the previous query, can you see the student who doesn't have a teacher? From the previous query, from the previous query, can you see the teacher? Can you see the student who doesn't have teacher?
1005, 1004.
1005, 1004, they doesn't have a teacher. Can you see that?
Yes.
Can you see like all the student who doesn't have a teacher?
Last two rows doesn't have
Last
teacher.
two row doesn't have a teacher. We can clearly see from the result,
Exactly right.
Right.
right? Okay. Now let's do the right join. As Anul, huh? Oh, from the left join that we did, can you see that the last two students, 1005 and 1004, Roberto and Oscar Junior, they do not have a teacher. Do they?
Left join.
Yeah, look at my screen here. Can you see this? Let me do edit mark. Okay. Now can you see here these two lines?
Right side is right.
They do not have a teacher. Do they have any teacher?
Roberto and Jamil.
Roberto and Oscar.
No teacher related with these two students.
These two students doesn't have any teacher, right?
I got just Roberto.
Hmm?
Just Roberto. You wanna left join it?
Look at my screen.
Yeah.
Now can you see if these two students doesn't have a teacher?
No.
Do they have teacher? The two students that I selected, can you see the teacher ID? Their teacher ID
We
information.
have no teacher.
They have no teacher. Now we got the students who doesn't have a teacher, because if they have a teacher, their information will be there, right? That is what I am trying to point. Now what I am doing, just follow my screen. I am doing right join. Okay, I am doing, instead of left join, I am going to do right join using keyword. Right join using keyword. Now previously when we did left join, what we did using plus, we put the plus in the right hand side, and then it was bringing extra data in the left hand side, right? And we said it is left join. Why? Because it is bringing extra data from left hand side. Now is it like when we are using left join keyword, is it making sense?
Yes.
By left join we can see it, right?
Yes.
We can correlate
More clear, yeah.
this with that plus.
Right.
Understand?
Common data.
Hold on. So here when we did left join using plus, we put the plus in the right hand side, right? And we said it is left join. We put the plus in the right hand side, then we are saying it is left join. My mobile is gone. Hold on. I'll have to call them in another time. Just a minute. Let me just. So what we did here? Can you see, instead of left or right join or normal join, we did full join. And now when we are doing full join, it is bringing data from all the data from both tables. It is not leaving anyone behind. It is bringing everything from the table. Clear?
It was first time 6 rows, sometimes 7 rows, now it's combination 8 rows.
8 rows.
Right.
Because common uncommon, it is bringing all the data. Now that is, let me execute this one again. Left join you saw, right join you saw, full join you saw, join you saw, inner join you saw. Join and inner join same, right? Now can you see this instead of using full join, I am going to say full outer join. Full outer join, and then I am going to mention the same condition. Full join, full outer join are same. Full join, full outer join same.
Join and inner join is same.
Same. Full join, full outer join is same. Okay? Alright. Now that is what all about join. All about join.
So we have full outer join. So do we have full inner join?
Full inner join, join, inner join same. Okay?
Outer join,
Full outer join same.
So what full outer join is doing?
Is bringing
What
all the data from both tables.
full join.
Okay. Now the next topic that I am going to start discussion, primary key and foreign key. And then I am also trying to bring here alias, how to use alias, and then some other thing. But before that, let me stop recording. Here can you see that we are done with this left join, right join, all kind of join. I think it makes sense. Now let's go to the primary key and foreign key. So what is that primary key? What is that?
So we figure out the answer, right? Question 10.
Question 10.
Question 10.
When you do left join, then it is giving you are getting the information for the students who doesn't have a teacher. Basically by left join we are getting the information.
Who doesn't have
Teacher. Right? Okay, now primary key and foreign key. To discuss primary key and foreign key, let me bring a screenshot here. Actually, let me bring this. Let me try to find out.
Recording, right?
Yeah, I'm recording. But don't worry, right? if you have an apartment complex, if you are preparing invoice, there will be someone in the apartment complex for whom you are creating the invoice. So the invoices, those we have created here in the billing info table, each of this invoice is for a person, right? Now we have another table for the persons, for all of the persons, all of the related persons, and we have a table for all of their invoices. Now can you see invoice 1001 is related to what? From the picture you can see invoice 1001 is related to social security number what?
Bill person.
Yeah, but I want to see, can you answer me, like which SSN is related to
78 5690.
Raja.
5691?
90. Or 991.
5691, right?
Or 90.
So what is the people name? Like this
Ramim.
bill is for whom?
Ramim.
Ramim, right? So that means Ramim has a due of 4550, right?
Yeah.
Now we have amount in billing info table, but the name, where are we getting the name? From residence info table. And what is the apartment, like this 4550 for which apartment?
101.
101, right? Now what is pointing us? What is pointing us that this invoice 1001 is for this apartment? What is pointing us?
SSN.
For SSN, right?
Right.
Okay. SSN.
SSN.
SSN, and SSN is actually pointing us to the billed person. Now, if I ask you, Donald, for Donald, what is the bill due for Donald, or what is the invoice Donald has? Hmm?
$100.
$100.
Donald has what?
$100.
$100 bill amount.
$100 bill amount. How do I know?
But the social
I-
security number.
Social the apartment number. Okay.
Bill
Yes.
person.
Social security number.
SSN says.
Mm-hmm.
5692. So 5692 is bill person number. So it's
Yeah. So did you understand the concept? Now, primary key. What is primary key? Our discussion is what is primary key and what is foreign key, and have a clear example, clean example.
Yeah.
Now, what is primary key?
the primary
I know
what is-
primary key is social security, right? Let's say in this country we have 350 million people,
Yes.
right? We have 350 million people. Do you think like two of the people has same SSN?
No.
No, right? It is not possible. Now,
Unique.
they have a big database. They have a big database where they have 350 million data, social security number. Now, let's say if you do not have a mechanism to prevent in that database, you have to prevent so that nobody can input a duplicate SSN,
Yes.
right? So you have to have a mechanism to make sure that it is not possible to input a duplicate SSN on that table, right?
Yes.
So how they are making sure? So in that table they are making sure this SSN is a
Primary.
primary key unique. In database there is a word unique. So if you mention any of the field as unique, then you cannot input duplicate data for that field. So when you are creating table, you are saying, let's say
Name. Say SSN.
SSN, right?
Name can be duplicate.
SSN, bar chart 2, 10,
Okay.
and then if you mention the word unique, you will not be able to make it duplicate.
So we should use unique or primary.
Hold on. If you mention, see, in a table you can have only one primary key,
Okay.
but there might be some other field. Besides this primary key, those you cannot make duplicate. There might be some other field. Which also need to be let's consider a banking database, right? In a banking database, SSN is unique, plus the account number is unique too,
Yeah, right.
right? So in a given table, more than one field can be unique.
Right.
Now you can declare one field as a primary key, and if you need to make sure that other field also need to be unique, then you just mention unique.
Oh.
Primary key should be 1.
Primary key should be one, but unique can be you can mention many fields as unique.
As unique.
Okay, let's say like in a table there is 6 columns, right?
Mhm.
But 3 of them are unique.
Mhm.
So first one of these we have to use primary key, and next two.
Not have to. One of them you can use as a primary key.
As a primary key.
If you need one of them, you can use as a primary key. Okay.
So which one we should give priority to
Not
the
more than
primary
one.
key?
Now, not more than one. Primary key will be one. Now, which one?
Right.
Now primary key. Now, first of all, what is primary key?
Primary
Okay.
key is a
Now,
column.
primary key is a unique identifier. Primary key is a unique identifier that uniquely identifies each of the record in a table. Primary key is a unique identifier. Identifier means which identifies something.
Something.
What does it identify? It identifies each of the record uniquely in the table. Got it? What is primary key? Primary key. Okay. Now, can you see residence SSN? So by residence SSN, each of the SSN is unique. So when you create the table, you can declare residence. See how you declare primary key. You can declare, let's say, residence info, and then you can say residence SSN varchar 2. Okay, you can say 12, and after putting a space, mention primary space key. Then it will be primary key. Got it? Primary key. Then foreign key. Now, what is foreign key? Can you see? In the second table, we have a field build person. Right? In the build person, what do we have? SSN. Now, this SSN actually is pointing a person in another table. In the second table, under build person column, right? What is column? What is row? What is column? What is row?
Column.
This is column.
Yes.
This is column,
And
right?
row.
And this is
Row.
Now, in the second table, we have a column called build person, but that build person, under build person, we have SSNs, and those SSNs, what they are doing, they are uniquely identifying, they are pointing a person in another table. They are pointing a person. I am pointing something. Hey, it is you, right? It is you. You need to go back. Okay. Now here you can see that this SSN is pointing to some person in another table. So what is foreign key? Foreign key again is a table field that actually relate another record from another table. So foreign key is a key that refers another record from another table, and foreign key actually is a primary key of another table. Right? Can you see this build person? If in order you to declare this build person as a foreign key, this foreign key is pointing SSN of the other table, and that SSN on that table will have to be a primary key. So foreign key is a primary key of another table, and by foreign key we are pointing another record from another table. Right? So what is foreign key? Yes, son, what is the question?
Does the data type have to be like the same one? Like for the resident SSN, we have suppose we have larger 2, and the billing person we have numbers. Then your problem.
So here what you will have to do, you will have to declare the same data type.
That's what.
for primary key and foreign key, because
Has to be the same one, same type.
because
of
data is same, right?
One.
Same, you will have to declare it same data type. Now, Hasan, did I answer your question? Hasanul?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay, okay. Now, see, so what is primary key? Primary key is a unique identifier that uniquely identifies each of the record of a table. What is foreign key? Foreign key again is the primary key of another table that points a record from one table to another table, right? Okay, now let me come back to the discussion. Now, how do you declare foreign key? How do you declare foreign key? So you have seen, I already discussed, like when you are creating the table, whenever you are declaring that residence SSN, you mention after that primary key. But how you declare foreign key?
Parenthesis primary key or no parenthesis?
No parenthesis. Just after bar chart 2, you mention primary key. That's it. Foreign key. How do you declare foreign key? When you are creating the other table, billing info, right? You mention invoice nom, right?
Yeah.
Invoice nom, and then you mention bill amount, and then you mention billed person. No. Billed person, budget 2, give the size, and mention references. See, billed person, references. What is the table name? Residence info, and then parenthesis, you mention residence SSN.
References after
Mhm.
comma or anything else?
Okay, let me show you. Okay, here, if you go back to my video, I will be showing it here. I have it here. Let me show you. Residence info, right? Can you see how I am declaring primary key here? Residence SSN. Look at here, residence SSN. I am giving the field name. I am giving the field data type, size, and can you see I am mentioning primary key? Can everyone see? So that is how we declare primary key. So basically, you are going to create the table. Are you clear about it here? Okay. Let's go to the foreign key. Now, when you do the foreign key, can you see when you show the declaration, when you show the description, can you see it is automatically primary key is not null. You cannot input any null value. Like you cannot keep this field empty.
By default.
By default, you cannot keep this field empty.
We already declared that this is the primary.
Primary key, you will have to put data. You will have to, when you are inputting, you will have to put something over there.
Like if we said no value here, no.
No, it will not take. It will not take.
Because we already declared that it's a primary key. So we have to have this.
Yes. Now let's go to the billing info table. Billing info table. Now when we are creating a billing info table, can you see that invoice ID we have declared it as a primary key? For that table,
Okay.
for that billing info table, we have declared another primary key for that billing info table.
Right.
You do not have to, but it is always better if you have a primary key for
Unique.
every table, but you do not have to. Let's go to the foreign key part of this table. Hasan, can you hear me? Okay, all right. Now here, can you see that billed person? I am declaring again same bar chart 2. Can you see here, guys? I am declaring billed person bar chart 2 11, and then I am saying references references residence info. I am referring residence info, and from residence info which column? Residence SSN, right? Now that's it. Can you create this two table right now? Asanul and Kazi bhai, please go ahead and create this two table.
Can you send us this video link, please?
Yeah, sure, I'll send you this video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now?
Oh, okay, sure. It is on. If you go to minute, what minute? 14 minute 30 second. If you rewind 14 minute 30 second, you will get it. Let me send you the video. Here. For you will have to rewind to 14 minute 30 second. Point. Now what I am saying again, I am repeating the information. Hassan bhai as well. I am repeating the information. The information is when let's say in the billing info table, you have the foreign key. Now if you want to input information in that billing info table, let's say you want to input another information with an SSN 5693 at the end, right? Now this 5693, do we have it in the primary table? No. So as we have a reference by foreign key, when you input this data, first it will try to reference it. It will try to find corresponding person in the person table. If it doesn't get it, then it will say no, violated, primary key violated. You got it? So that means in that way we are making sure the data we are inputting in the table, it is consistent, it is relevant data, right? Relevant data. We do not put data from here and there. Okay. Now that is what we are seeing here in a Sanol screen.
It basically to maintain the data integrity. Right?
Integrity, right?
So that like I can enter the database and I can see, and so it will not allow me.
No, you will have to put a integrity, data integrity. This is a good term. To keep data integrity, we need to like we are inputting billing info, but if the person is not present in the apartment complex, then this is not meaningful. So there is no integrity. So to keep integrity, that's why we are referring this bill. Yeah, we are referring this bill to a person table, so that this bill is related to a person.
There must be correlation.
Yeah, correlation, right? Now if you try to input, can you see here? We were trying to input. If you look at the screen, we were trying to input. Yeah, in the Miko. See, take a look here. We are trying to input. Can you see here? This field here 5698. We are trying to input another record that has SSN 5698. Now this 5698, do we have it in the primary table? No. That's why it is showing unique constraint violated. Right? Okay. So what I am going to. So it is saying that unique constraint violated.
When if it doesn't match, so
if it doesn't match,
this command will come.
see this what we are trying to input. Here we are trying to input 5698, another bill that has SSN 5698, but that 5698 not present in the person table. So that's why we are having this error. Now what I am going to do, I am going to send you homeworks. Whatever we discussed today, you will have to use every knowledge that you learn here. You will have to use those knowledge to solve my homework. Now when you are done with the homework, you will be sending those homework to, I mentioned, like when you are sending homework, you will be mentioning Asanul and Rumi, right? Both person in the email, Asanul and Rumi. You will get it like Asanul and Rumi in the email chain, and also support. Then you will sending the homework as soon as possible. You will get feedback. If you need any help in solving the homework, send us email.
So you're going to send homework now?
Yeah.
Supported automate code.
Supported automate code. Yeah. When you are sending homework, supported automate code also asanol.hussain@automatecode.com, and abdullah.rumi@automatecode.com. Include these 3 email in the okay.
I don't have those two. But
Okay, if you
automatically-
don't have those email, let me show you where you will get those email. So if you go to the email that I sent you today, you will see in the CC list Ahsanul Hussain Abdullah.Rumi. In the CC list you have those information. Both of you.
Talking to me by on Skype, but couldn't reach him or didn't get it.
When did you tried Ahsanul?
This week I tried this week, last week.
So was he online?
He was not. Once he was like online and once he wasn't, but I didn't come up with any reply.
Got it. So I will make sure, Ahsanul, I will make sure that you are getting response. I will make sure. I will speak to Rumi tonight.
I knocked him on Sunday and the Sunday before last Sunday.
Sure.
So I knocked him twice. Yeah.
Sure. So is it possible?
One more thing.
Is it possible you can from your Skype you can send me a screenshot?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. If you can do that, otherwise I'll be making sure that you are getting response from now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So also I will send you the
You can add my Gmail.
your Gmail. So what is your Gmail?
Tell you now.
Can you send me an email mentioning your Gmail
Which address?
support?
Okay.
Okay. Send me an email. And I'm going to send you the recording and also I'll send you homework. If